History of Great Britain. The first Celtic tribes are believed to have come to the British Isles between 800 and 700 BC. 2 centuries later they were followed by ancient Britons, after whom the country was called Britain. The first Roman invasion was led by Julius Caesar in 55 BC. The Roman occupation of Britain lasted nearly 400 years. In the middle of the 5th century, 3 Germanic tribes, the Angles, Saxons, and Jutes, invaded Britain from the continent. From the 8th century, the Anglo-Saxons had to face Scandinavians, who occupied parts of Britain and made some settlements. The Scandinavian invasions continued till the 11th century. In the period of feudalism, the modern English nation and language came into being. It was a period of struggle for power between kings and between powerful nobles, a period of frequent wars, but it was also a period in which the development of the wool trade and the early decline of feudalism. The period between 1485 and 1603 is known as the Tudor period. It was a turning point in English history. England became one of the leading powers. The 2 famous rulers of the House of Tudor were Henry VIII and Elizabeth I. The first 40 years of the 17th century can be characterized as a period of growing conflict between the king and parliament, representing the interest of the bourgeoisie. The conflict led to the Civil War, which resulted in the abolition of the monarchy and in Cromwell's military rule in the middle of the century. This period ended in the Glorious Revolution, which marked the end of the English bourgeois revolution. In the period of 1688 to 1760, England definitely took the lead in European commerce. During the Industrial Revolution, Britain became the first industrial power in the world, the workshop of the world. The Victorian era, which comprises the second half of the 19th century, called after Queen Victoria, was a period in which Britain became the strongest world power, besides being the greatest financial and commercial power, the greatest sea power, and the greatest colonial power. It was the era of the greatest colonial expansion. The 20th century is a period of the decline of Britain as a world power, a period of crisis of the 2 world wars, from which Britain emerged as a visitor, but greatly weakened. It is characterized by disintegration of Britain's colonial empire and the effort to adjust Britain to the new situation by joining the other developed capitalist countries of Western Europe.